In our headlines for this evening, locally, taxi operators receive permits for guided tours, and Ministry of Works gives update on water supply enhancement project. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Thursday, March 12th, 2015. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Ministry of Tourism yesterday, Wednesday, March 11th, hosted a ceremony to award taxi operators with valid permits for guided tours. The brief ceremony took place at the Ministry of Tourism's office at Bath Plain. John Hanley, Policy and Regulations Officer in the Ministry of Tourism, spoke about the objectives of the taxi ordinance.
To outline minimum standards for taxi operations in Nevis, both for taxi drivers and their vehicles. Secondly, to encourage taxi operators to work together and cooperate with other industry stakeholders. Thirdly, to improve the levels of discipline, transparency and professionalism among taxi operators in Nevis. Fourthly, to improve the image of the taxi subsector and by extension, the overall Nevis tourism product. Then, to enhance customer satisfaction levels of visitors to our island. Also to empower taxi associations. And finally, to provide an avenue through which issues and complaints relating to taxi operations can be effectively and quickly addressed.
According to Hanley, all taxi operators must obtain a valid taxi permit in order to operate in any of the prescribed areas in Nevis. These areas include hotels, restaurants, tourist attractions, air and seaports, beaches, and any other area the Minister of Tourism may designate under the ordinance. Hanley says it is an offence for any taxi operator to operate without a valid taxi permit, and failure to do so would result in fines of up to 10,000 EC dollars and other penalties. Also present at the ceremony was Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Carl Williams, who urged uncertified taxi operators to become certified expeditiously.
Some years ago, the Ministry of Tourism charged the Product and Development Unit with undertaking a project to develop a minimum standards for taxi operation in Nevis. After much hard work, we have come to the culmination of this process. And part of that process is the certification of our taxi operators. This morning we are here to distribute a number of certificates to some of our taxi operators. I am hoping that the other operators on the island who are not yet certified or who have not yet met the criteria for recertification will do so, bearing in mind that we are trying to get a high-end product for our visitors. And since taxi drivers are one of the first line of contact for our visitors, we would like to ensure that they have the best possible experience.
Williams then congratulated the newly certified taxi operators and distributed the photo permits. The taxi operators present were Treasurer of the Queen City Taxi Association, Thelma Claxton, Vice President Curtis Morton Jr., and President Curtis Morton Sr., who made brief remarks.
I know that this will hold us to some high standards, and we expect to be held to those standards, and we'll do our best, certainly, as taxi drivers to continue to make Nevis, the type of place it is in terms of being proud of our country, being proud of Nevis, and certainly selling it to our visitors.
That was the president of the Queen City Taxi Association, Curtis Morton, speaking at yesterday's official taxi permit handing over ceremony held at the Ministry of Tourism. Meantime,
as part of the ongoing efforts of the Ministry of Tourism to improve the human resource capacity within the industry, we have decided to hold a taxi training seminar for a number of persons who have waitlisted with us and shown an interest over the last few years. Our last seminar was in 2013, so we're now inviting potential taxi drivers who are interested in joining the industry to a taxi training seminar on Monday, March 23rd to Monday, March 30th. This will be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. nightly, and it will be held at the St. Paul's Parish Old Girls School. A participation fee will apply. Registration forms are available from today here at the Ministry of Tourism at Bath Hotel.
that was Product Development Officer in the Ministry of Tourism, Nicole Liebert, giving details about a week-long taxi training seminar to be held from Monday 23rd to Monday March 30th at the St. Paul's Anglican School Hall. Liebert also outlined the requirements for obtaining a taxi operator's permit.
To be issued with a valid taxi operator's permit, you must qualify, be a resident of St. Kitts and Nevis. You have to have an appropriate A-class or above driver's license, and you must also have successfully completed the training seminar, which we will be undertaking.
Interested taxi operators are asked to contact the Ministry of Tourism at 469-5521 extension 2147 or email mintour@nia.gov.com for more information. The residents of Camps and Combermere are being thanked for their patience as the work associated with the Nevis Water Supply Enhancement Project is ongoing in that area. When we visited on Tuesday, the workers were making preparations to take the pipes across the Camps Gut next to Ex-Petrol Station. Principal Assistant Secretary Denzel Stanley was on site. He gave us this update.
In terms of the project update, with respect to the Nevis Water Supply Enhancement Project, we are now here on location at Camps Corner, Camps Bridge, where you would see that there's some excavation done where we'll be crossing the Camps Gut in a couple of days' time. We would have started actual works, major works, back in August, September of last year, just around that time. And since then until now, we would have laid pipe between Madden's estate and Camps along the Island Main Road. Where we're going, heading out up to Camps estate now with the piping. As I said, we will be crossing this gut in a few days, and the general public would see works progressing as we go up to Camps Village. We have a 6-inch water pumping mains that parallels the bridge here at Camps, and you would realize that our new alignment takes the pipe away from this bridge. The plan really is to lay the new line in that trench away from the bridge. As we understand, there's some future plan to realign this bridge here at Camps, and so the immediate plan right now basically is to lay both the new line and a new 6-inch line in this trench, so that in the future, when this bridge works is undertaken and the road is aligned, the 6-inch mains would not be a problem.
The Nevis Water Supply Enhancement Project is an easy $30 million project that would improve the water supply and reliability to both residential and commercial consumers. And coming up after the break, US-based organization makes a donation to Department of Education. Stay tuned.
This is Empress Liberty and I'm coming from St. Kitts. I want to big up NTV, Brown Hill Communication, and a stitching time.
Hi, I'm Purple and you're in tune to NTV. Keep it locked.
Welcome back. A pastry making workshop, which is being coordinated by the Department of Community Development, will offer more than previous workshops. That is according to Director Janet Maloney. Appearing as a guest on this week's edition of NTV's The Social Development Outlook with host Curtis Morton, Maloney announced that the workshop will commence on Wednesday of next week.
This workshop is scheduled to start on Wednesday, the 18th of March this year from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and it will be on every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday.
For how long?
We are planning until June. We would have extended it to much more. We are looking at doing the pastry for raisin roll, patty, tarts, different types of pastry shells. We are also going to embark on making bread and different types of bread, different types of cake, and also cake decorating. So I think it should be a workshop that people should come out and really be interested in.
Maloney is inviting men as well as women to use the opportunity for personal development.
Men are welcome as well because, some men are great cooks. And we are appealing to the young persons as well to come out and be a part of this pastry making workshop. There's a registration fee of $25. You can find registration form at the Department of Community Development and any of the community centers in St. Thomas's Parish. And I just want to say that Mr. Sylvester Wallace will be the facilitator for that workshop.
I was about to ask you about that. And you said the specific time it starts at what time, finishes at what time every Wednesday?
To 8 p.m. on Wednesdays.
That seems very comprehensive because it's not only cakes, it's bread, it's raisin rolls, it's the whole works.
Right, and pizza as well.
The pastry making workshop will take place at the Jessup's Community Center. The Division Association of Washington, D.C., NEV-DC, has again responded positively to a request for assistance from the Department of Education. Adina Taylor, Education Officer responsible for adult and continuing education, says last year she wrote to the association asking for assistance with regards to the unit's sewing program. Yesterday, Wednesday, March 11th, Taylor thanked the association for making good on its promise to help by donating 6 new sewing machines.
Here we have the 6 new sewing machines, so I'm quite delighted, and I would just like to say a big thank you to NEVDC and all the persons who are in the organization. These machines will go a long way for us. Many of the participants sometimes they would say they are interested in sewing, but they do not have a sewing machine, and you would be surprised to know how many persons are not familiar with a sewing machine. I was quite surprised myself. When we started the program, that many persons would tell me, Mrs. Taylor, I don't even know how to thread up a machine. And I thought that was, because it seems to me like everybody used to have a sewing machine. And so it was just to revisit some of the skills and so on. But I'm very happy this morning that we have these machines. I know they will go a very long way. And I say thank you.
Principal Education Officer Palsy Wilkin accepted the donation on behalf of the Department of Education, saying she was pleased to do so.
We are indeed very grateful for these machines to be used in enhancing the skills of our adults in the adult and continuing education program, particularly so the parents, single mothers, wives of households who would be in a better position now. I feel that this is a very good way of empowering our homemakers in that way, and so for this we are extremely grateful. So Nevisions out there in Washington, we are extremely grateful, very happy for these gifts, and we continue to ask God blessings on you so that we can continue this relationship, this partnership.
The Division Association of Washington, D.C. also partners with the Department of Education to support some of the department's other projects, including its breakfast program in schools and its annual inter-school spelling bee. And finally, World Kidney Day, which is celebrated on the second Thursday in March, is this year being observed under the theme Kidney Health for All. Today, Thursday, March 12th, as Nevis joined the 2015 observance, health educator in the Health Promotion Unit, Chevany Nisbet, told us about the mission for World Kidney Day.
According to the International Federation of Kidney Foundations, the IFKF, and the International Society of Nephrology, ISN, the mission for World Kidney Day is to raise awareness of the importance of our kidneys to our overall health and to reduce the frequency and impact of kidney disease and its associated health problems worldwide. To symbolize it, we are asking the general public to drink a glass of water and share one. The drinking of a glass of water is to symbolize the kidney health and the importance of kidneys. So therefore, we're asking everybody to drink a glass and share one to make people more conscious about their lifestyle choices. Kidney disease and kidney cancer can affect all of us, so therefore we're taking the first preventative step by drinking water and encouraging others to drink water as well.
Nisbet also spoke of one activity that the Health Promotion Unit is using to promote the importance of kidney health. She implored persons to take part in the activity.
A little fun activity we're doing for World Kidney Day is we're asking the general public to take a picture of themselves drinking a glass of water and post the picture to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Health Promotion Unit. This way we're promoting awareness for healthy kidneys by drinking a glass of water.
That was health educator Chevany Nisbet speaking about the Health Promotion Unit's awareness activity for World Kidney Day. That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.